We're going to start with Bitcoin first, just because it's the top one in market cap, Big Daddy Bitcoin. And, well, nothing has really happened this week, to be honest. It's pretty much just crabbing along this level again. We tried to break down from the EMA 100 here, but we have a little bit of a trend line that I noticed earlier. We bounced off that, reclaimed the EMA 100, reclaimed this daily support at 26. Is it 26? Yeah, 26,919. And we're kind of just holding this support now like we were here, which is also in confluence with the 382 fib that we've drawn from this higher level, and just sell just under the 382, which is a nice risk to reward of 3.18. You could probably increase your stop loss a bit more. But ultimately, where I want Bitcoin to go is down to the 61866 channel, which is in confluence with the daily support, and if this plays out, in confluence with this trend line as well. So if Bitcoin comes to this area and follows the trend line and respects the 61866, in my opinion, with this fractal, so we have a fractal here. Let me get, where is it? There we are. So we have a fractal here. It's going to come down and play another fractal here. And it's going to go straight either to make a double top and then make new lows, or it's going to go higher. So that's how I would play Bitcoin. But again, I don't really trade Bitcoin. It's just not my asset, but that is what is likely to happen. Or some big player could just leave, like we saw with Jump trading. They could just completely sell and everything just gets obliterated. But at the moment, it's not really in a trade zone for me. I mean, because this range here, what is this range? This range, it's only a 5% range. So we've been playing this back and forth with these kind of swing failure patterns. It's not really worth the risk to reward. I think Bitcoin, you're going to get stopped out a lot. So that's not how I would. It's not an asset that I would trade. But if you were going to trade it, you could potentially play this.
Now I'm on the Bitcoin chart. Basically, it's a daily chart. The charts that I like to use are daily charts. Those are basically the king of all charts for me, is the daily chart. You'll see where there is a triangle that formed. I posted on this day here, which is the first part of May, that I see it's going to pop. It did pop up. It only popped up for a day, and then since then it's traded all the way down and even broke that triangle line, which was very bearish, and it broke from that point. You'll see even with Bitcoin on the Bollinger Band, you'll see that on this day it broke the second Bollinger Band, the 2 deviation, went all the way down to the 3rd deviation, touched that, and then it went all the way back. This area is very unusual. For things to go all the way down here, you know it's going to snap back up. It has to. Quant funds are going to basically force it that way. The artificial intelligence funds, the AI funds are going to force it that way. And you can see that it did that day. And now we're kind of in a malaise. We're going on a malaise here.
So let's go to ETH. ETH again is just playing the crab game. We did have a strong support here at 1829, 1827. We've obviously broke down from that support. We found some strong buyers here on the EMA 100. Obviously, the monthly support that I drawn out here got front ran, and that had a nice reaction, which brings me into very good confluence that if it does come down to and touch the monthly support, I would expect a strong bounce. So if it comes down to this monthly support level, I would probably make a bid. But to get an exact entry, we'll do what we did last time. Let's draw our good old fibs. Okay, so we've got the 0.5 here. Okay, so based on these fibs, and it's all about confluence, I wouldn't bid here. I would only bid here if we start to where is it? I would only bid here if we actually start to form a nice range. So if I get another touch at top and the bottom, then I'll start to play the range plays like we did here. Otherwise, my main goal for Ethereum is to break down to this level here and bid around 1663 all the way down to 1631. So I'd spread my bids out to get a nice dollar cost average entry, and I would play this all the way up to the top and to new highs. But that's if we get it. I'm at the moment we're just crabbing. The volume on most assets is pretty dry. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, it's pretty dry at the moment. Let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour might be showing signs of a reversal. So you see here on the 1 hour chart, we had a downtrend. So we've had lower highs and lower lows, constant lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower low, lower high. But now we've started to form a higher low and a higher highs. So the 382 you see is acting as resistance. But you can't just ignore the fact that we've made a higher high here and a higher low. So what I'm expecting is, and it's been trying to push through this daily resistance of 1828 roughly. It's been trying to reclaim it, and it just keeps breaking back down. I think eventually we're either just going to plummet back to the range low of 1727, or we're going to bubble and we're going to absolutely blow this, we're all the way back up to the top of this range here for a which is about 1936. Now, in my opinion, I don't think we're going to go higher than that.
Next chart I'll go to is Ether. So this is a crypto expertise, not mine, but I'm looking at it as well. We have a support line. I have a support line here of 1820. That's all the way back to the middle of March. That support line keeps getting more and more reinforcement. You can see right now we're trading in this area. Again, we're trading sideways. Back in the first part of May, again, I drew this triangle here all the way from the top here of over 2080. We climbed all the way down. A couple days before it popped, I posted on the Discord that it's going to pop, which it did 2 days later. And it's also retraced all the way back down, hit that support line of 1820. I know Cryptix has a support line at 1827. I'm not going to argue about 7 points. I think we're both right on with that and in agreement with that. So now it's just trading sideways. Again, nothing is going to extremes. Everything is trading sideways.
I've never touched Dogecoin, never looked at it really, and looking at this, it's very messy, very, very messy. I mean, how many of these spikes were just caused by tweets by Elon? You can just see every single spike that's gone up. It's just been sold, absorbed, and broken down further. All the way, even here, we went all the way up and just completely broke down again. Broke down, constant lower highs. We made a higher high here. I mean, the only play with Dogecoin really is probably, if you're into that kind of stuff, is to accumulate all the way from here, all the way down to its lowest low in the bear market structure, and pretty much just wait for Elon to enable Dogecoin payments on Twitter or something. Because practicing TA on a coin like this, 9 times out of 10, I don't think it'll work. But I have got some key levels. I've got a key level here of 0.06178, and I've got a key level of 0.04954. So that's why I'd probably be accumulating or longing if it came, which it does look like it's coming because it's completely breaking down again. It looks like we're going to revisit that low, but it's very messy. It almost looks, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of accumulation here. So I think certainly in the next bull run, when meme coins and shit coins start to be the thing again. And when Elon starts posting his stuff again, we could see a massive expansion again to the all-time high. So, which is a massive increase, about 1,000%. That's how much it's retraced. That's crazy. So it does look like an accumulation phase. So you could accumulate it there if you wanted. I don't personally, but if you were, I wouldn't risk much of your capital. And on any pump, I would probably be selling.
So gold has formed a double top. It formed a top back in the middle of April, and it formed an all-time high again in May, first part of May. You'll see this day, this candle, that again, it went beyond the 3x deviation, went above it, and then snapped all the way back down and closed just above the 2x deviation line, the upper band, and now it's retraced from that upper band. And now it's gone down to the mean, and now it's closing back down to the mean. And then further, today it had a bad day. It went down significantly today. So we're looking at this as a support line of about 1987. If it comes below that, which it could, because if the White House and Congress reach an agreement on the debt ceiling, gold's going to come back down. If they reach an agreement and everything is copacetic, supposedly, and we meet the June 1st deadline that was set by Treasurer Yellen, then gold will continue to go down.